Hey guys. Well, I got my book. It's called 50 Fast Video Editing Techniques. Hopefully it's still current enough that the techniques are valuable, and I hope they show classic techniques as well as maybe some very pertinent, up-to-date digital techniques that can be used, something also that's not heavily outdated. Okay, so I was in the library and an older lady said she was impressed to see me with a helmet, and I thought about it, and I thought, well, I told her, that's a concept. It's a very interesting concept that you raised, because a lot of people, oh, come on, man. A lot of people have the perception that when you put a helmet on, it makes it much safer. Well, the truth is, the helmet is merely a tool to mitigate risk. It mitigates the type of injuries that, brain damage, make you into a vegetable, and things like that. But it does not make motorcycling much safer. As a matter of fact, this helmet really gets in the way of my vision, because I don't like to use the mirrors as much. I like to turn around, turn my head, and glance. And I'm a real good glancer, because in bicycling, especially in traffic while you're weaving, the type of weaving such as bicycle messengers do, you need to glance. That's how it works, okay? When you weave, you need to whip your head back in a split second just to take a quick glance. And, well, anyways, we had this little talk while I was waiting in line to get my books at the library. It was a freaking long line. And the perception that a helmet makes motorcycling safer, it really doesn't. When you get on a motorcycle, you put yourself in a new class of risk, where, when you're in a car, it's everything you do, there's risk, okay? You get in a car, there's risk. You get on a motorcycle, there's risk. There's a different type of risk, okay, where a car taps your wheel on a motorcycle, you're going down, okay? A car taps a bumper on another car, nothing happens, it's not gonna adversely affect the performance of the car in front or back. Okay, so anyways, I want to talk about risk versus risky. Risky is like when you throw some dice and you gamble. That's kind of risky. You don't know what you're going to get, what's going to happen. But if you understand what's going to happen, like, 7 is the most common number, because mathematically, 2, I'm sorry. Shucks. Where was I? Okay, so if you throw a dice, like 1 through 6, odds are you have a 1 in 6 chance. So you've taken away the risk if you understand, not taking away the risk. When you are aware of the risk, it's quantifiable, then it's a risk. It's not risky. Now, if you throw a dice and you don't know how many sides the dice has, you just throw it. It could be like one of those dodecahedral octahedrons that has like 12 times 10, 120 sides, and you don't know what you're going to get. Okay, like it could be a crystal ball with a lot of facets like a diamond. You don't know which side's going to be up. Okay, so there's risk and there's risky. Maybe that wasn't a good example. That was a big ass freaking word. Oh, that was bullshit. Okay, now if you don't know how to ride a bicycle and then you get on a motorcycle, that is risky. Okay, that is totally risky. Now, if you know how to ride a bicycle and you ride a motorcycle for the very first time, that is still, you have mitigated some risk because you have experience on two wheels. You know how to balance on two wheels, so you've eliminated some risk there. Okay, so you've mitigated the risk. Okay, now if you take the safety foundation course, okay, now you've eliminated even more risk. You've made it, your chances of falling are greatly reduced. Okay, you know how to operate a motorcycle, and you know how to, now you know the how to operate one safely. Now, if you put on 100 miles a day, you put on 10,000 miles. Okay, you've ridden for a year. Now you've really mitigated the risk because you've experienced real world conditions, and you know how to handle the bike in all types of situations. Okay, now let's say you take it up another notch. Okay, let's say you practice stunting, practice wheeling, practice doing all kinds of stupid stuff like riding on sand and mud and slipping and falling, just practicing that, just getting good at that. Then when it comes to a real world situation where you accidentally run over some leaves and your rear wheel slips out, you know what to do. You know how to correct for it so that you restabilize and not eat dirt or not eat the pavement. Now that's what I call true risk mitigation. Okay, really mitigate risk. Now that is what you call, you know, that is what you call a risk that is quantifiable. You know, whenever it's quantifiable, it's not, it's no longer risky. There.